guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to it if you're new. My name is Paisley. I am a mom of 2 toddlers, and today I am doing a very large bakery restock. I have started to home make a lot of the things that my kids eat, mostly bakery items, so I need to do a giant restock today before they come home from their dad's. So I am starting out making some pancakes. I make big batches of everything and then just freeze them to have for the week. More often than not, the amount I make lasts about 2 weeks, I would say, depending on. But I have loved doing this lately, just making your own stuff. It feels so much better knowing that not a whole bunch of chemicals are going into my kids' bodies, and it's honestly just cheaper overall doing this. When I was buying things like frozen waffles, frozen pancakes, muffins from the store, bread, all that stuff, it adds up so quickly, and it's just so fun to make. So I've been doing that a lot lately, and it's been great. But I'm gonna let you guys watch me do this, and let me know if you like it. I will pop back in to let you know what I'm working on next, but let's get to these pancakes. Next up, I am making some waffles, which basically uses pretty much the exact same ingredients, a little bit different, but pretty well the same. I also added chocolate chips to these waffles because the last ones I made were banana, and my kids ate them, but they didn't seem to love them, so I thought I would switch it up and see if these worked better. Not a ton, but just a few mini chocolate chips, and they smelled so good when I made them. Having a waffle iron is such a good idea. I highly recommend getting one if you don't have one, because making your own waffles rather than buying the Eggo ones, they're just so much better for you, even with the chocolate chips. So highly recommend jumping on that. I have not bought store-bought waffles, and I can't even remember how long, and my kids eat waffles pretty much every morning for breakfast. Next up is muffins. These are some of my favorite things to bake. I have used the same recipe 3 times now, and the last couple times I made blueberry ones and then I made just raspberry ones, and they were so yummy. But my picky toddler does not like blueberry muffins anymore. He picks out the blueberries, so he has been requesting chocolate chip muffins, which I know I put chocolate chips in the waffles, but I decided to make 2 different types of muffins with the same batch. So I made up the batter, split it into 2 bowls, and I made some chocolate chip ones for my little dude because he requested that, and then I also made some raspberry white chocolate chip, and I tried these, you guys, and they were absolutely incredible. I actually just use frozen raspberries. You can totally use frozen fruit for these. It does not matter. They turn out amazing either way, and they are so freaking good. Now, these were not necessarily something that I needed to restock on, but I really wanted to make these, and this was my first time making these. And you guys, these are literally the best, most amazing cookies I have ever tasted in my life. And I'm not just tooting my own horn, I have shared these with people and they have loved them. They taste so freaking good. I need to not have them in my house. They are delicious. I will definitely be making them again because they're so good and just soft on the inside, a little tiny bit crunchy on the outside, and just the perfect taste. Oh my goodness, I can't get enough of these cookies. I need to make them and then just give them to people because I can't have them in my house without eating them. They're freaking delicious, and I made them chocolate chip and white chocolate chip. So I did a mix of both. They kind of give me a similar vibe to Subway cookies, so if you like Subway cookies, these were amazing. This one technically does not qualify under baking necessarily. Doesn't go in the oven, and it was a very impromptu decision. I seen a picture, just a picture on Facebook, didn't read anything about it, just seen it. I have kind of photographic memory, so it kind of took a mental picture of this and decided it looked really good and a very yummy, smart little snack to have in the house. And it's just yogurt bars, frozen yogurt bars. So you put whatever type of yogurt you want. I used the rest of some plain Greek yogurt I had, and then I went ahead and used some vanilla protein yogurt to get some protein in there. Sprinkle some granola, add whatever fruit you want, and you pop them in the freezer until they're obviously solid, and then I cut them up into little squares and they're good to go. Little delicious yogurt bars, and they kind of act as a little sweet. So they're super nice to have in the house. Something that's a little less sugary than the cookies that I just made. So really, really love these. They are a huge hit. I'm hoping my kids like them. I sure love them. I think my daughter might like them because she is obsessed with yogurt. So we're going to give that a try. Next up, I am making my favorite bread recipe ever. This is rustic bread. I make this every single week, you guys. We go through bread like crazy in this house, and this bread, every time I make it, it comes out even better than the last time. It is such an easy recipe, and it tastes so freaking amazing, and you can add anything you want to it. But I honestly prefer it just how it is, and if I were to add anything different to it, I guarantee my kids would not eat it. So I like to just leave it plain how it is, but it is so good, and it smells amazing coming out of the oven. I think bread has easily became one of my favorite things to bake. I just practice more and more. Every time I make it, it gets better, and I can't wait to get more experienced with it. So if you guys have any specific bread recipes you like making, leave them down below. I would love to try them out. And that is everything I make to restock for the week, or hopefully 2 weeks, depending on how hungry the kids are. I have my kids for 9 days or 10 days, depending on, and then they go to their dad's for 4 or 5. So they're with me a lot more, and they eat a lot. So I like to stock up as much as I can. I do love baking with them, but obviously when I have to restock for them to actually eat, I need to do it by myself so I can make sure that they are going to be fed. And like I said, I don't buy any of these items from the store anymore, so I have to make sure they are done before they come home. So I just go ahead and package all these in Ziploc bags, pop them in the freezer, and they're good to go. I don't put anything in between them because they honestly come apart totally fine when they're frozen. And that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys all have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys.